right, our cast iron pans have been in the oven at 200 degrees for about an hour. And remember, I just took a little paper towel, dipped it in some oil, and I greased those pans good on the inside, outside, even the handle. And so now let's look at them and see what they look like. And there's all the pans that I had put in the oven. They're still a little hot, so I'm going to show them to you one at a time. This was the cornbread pan, and it was in pretty good shape. It just had a few little scrapes in the bottom and just a tiny bit of rust on the back, so it's doing good. Now this big one is the one that had all of the flakes around the side, so I scraped that excess stuff off and greased it good, and it's looking real good. This little one is the one that had all the rust in it. Do you remember that one? And I had to take a scouring pad and scrub all that rust out. This one will probably have to be seasoned at least one more time, and maybe two, before it's ready to cook in, so that it won't stick. But there's no rust at all now on the back side, so it's doing good too. This one is my pan that I use the most, and remember, I had something stick in it and scraped it, and it had lots of scrapes on the bottom, but it is looking fabulous. So and there's no rust on the back, so that one is my favorite size because it's not super deep, and which makes it not so heavy. So I use it most of all. And then I had this other little one, which wasn't in too bad a shape to start with, so I greased it too. Now, one more pan that I want to show you, and this is a little cast iron skillet that belonged to my grandpa. My grandpa Burns, Joe Burns, and I have a friend named Dale. Dale and I have been friends probably since first grade. We've been great friends. And Dale's mother and my grandpa were good friends. So when Catherine got sick, she had this little frying pan that my grandfather had given her a long, long time ago. And she told Dale that she wanted me to have it because it had belonged to my grandpa. So it was so sweet of her to think of me, and so kind of Dale to make sure that I got that. And so I will cherish this little pan forever. And it is in great shape. I haven't really done anything much to it. So, but I don't cook in it. I leave it in my china cabinet, in my mama's china cabinet, and it's just a very special treasure for me. Now, this was the process we use for seasoning pans that have already been used, just to re-season them. If you buy a brand new cast iron frying pan, the first thing you need to do is bring it home and wash it in hot soapy water. Now, I know they tell you don't use soap on cast iron, but when you first get it home, you need to wash it good in hot soapy water to get any chemicals off of it that might be on it during the process and when they made it. Then dry it really, really well, and then go through this same process, just lightly oiling it, cooking it at 200 degrees for an hour. Take it out, look at it, see if it's seasoned. If it's not seasoned enough, repeat it. You may have to repeat it up to 3 times. But some of you have wanted to know what you can use your cast iron for. You can use your cast iron skillet for anything you would use a stainless steel skillet for. But remember, in any skillet, the key to not having your food stick is to get your pan hot before you put the oil in it. And there are so many benefits from using cast iron. We do not get enough iron in our diet, and cooking in cast iron helps put a little bit of that iron back each time you use it. So if you don't have a cast iron skillet, I encourage you to go buy one, and if you've got one, get it out and re-season it and start using it, because keeping it seasoned, it's simple. Just use it. So I hope you'll do that. Thanks.